This is going to be a depressing one. I was AFK for most of the time, so there isn't really a lot of content, but I'll try to make the best of it, and I hope you enjoy. So after a very long AFK session, we are back on day 245 with trading. I was actually trading for glass, because I will need that soon. And I also found this guy, Gustav. I traded for a lot more glass, and then expanded the sheep area. I still needed a lot more wool, and this was the best option. The sheer amount of glass I needed was insane. I think it was over 10,000 in the end. I grabbed some potions of water breathing and then made my way through the long nether tunnel I dug. In the future I definitely want to expand this tunnel to make it easier to travel, because 1 block in the nether is still 8 blocks in the overworld. I quickly arrived at the portal and went through. This is what it looks like so far. I already started on the glass wall. There was still a ton of glass I had to place though. So after building a beacon, I grabbed my water breathing potions and started to place down glass again. In the end, it's just placing glass, so I won't show a lot of this, but at day 250 I already had over 10,000 glass placed. After going back to the base, it was time to repeat the process of trading with villagers and placing down more glass. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I have a melon and pumpkin farm now. I also got rid of some kelp for the flying machines, but those have to wait a few hundred days more. Just like I said, I wanted to expand the nether tunnel, so after gathering a lot of soul sand, I placed it on the floor so I could walk faster. On day 253 it was finally time to place the first gravel walls and leaves as support. I needed them for construction purposes, so I could more easily clear the water in that huge area. This will take a long time, and it took me over a day to complete this first wall, and that's just the inner monument. The plan was to split the monument and the circle surrounding it in multiple rectangular areas. Those would become the trenches for the flying machines, and I had to dig them out so they could get as much water as possible. On day 256 I already made a bunch of progress, digging up the first large rectangle down to Y level 47. But I still had to place down a lot more glass. This process was repeating itself over the next few days. I made the ground more even, destroyed some kelp, and placed a lot more gravel. But every now and then I would end up with a chest monster in my starter base. Oh, and I collected the kelp. Don't ask me why. The training started actually on day 263, where I went into the ocean monument and placed all my sponges. I quickly got rid of all the water and started to dig it up. I wanted this whole thing to be completely empty. Just about 2 days later, I was done. I placed some sea lanterns on the floor so no mobs could spawn. And there's a lot of beds here. I then got into FreeCam, one of the most useful features of a mod called Twikaru, which is linked in my Discord server. I gathered some screenshots of the current base progress. After destroying so many blocks, it was time to sort all the items into my existing storage system. So enjoy this time lapse of about 30 times the normal speed. After trading for nothing else than more glass, I renamed my eggs to eggs and chopped down a bunch of trees in a nearby dark oak forest. I needed the logs for chests and shulker boxes. It's day 269 and I fast bridged over some lava, nothing sketchy by the way if you ask me, to build a platform for the bartering farm. After building the storage system on day 270, I just stopped recording, but you can be assured it works like a charm. It's now day 282 and heck yeah, I finally installed replay mod. So here's a time-lapse of me building the decoration for the melon and pumpkin farm. I unfortunately didn't record the first person view for the last 20 days or something, but I still had some replay mod footage and I built this temple. It was now time to connect the buildings together using a handful of paths. And finally, on day 291, like I promised in the last episode, I'm building a decoration for the villager trading hall. The nether portal also deserved some attention, so with only 4 days left to spare, I made it look like the nether was coming into the overworld. And just like that, I survived 300 days in hardcore Minecraft. I really hope you enjoyed this one, because I will be working on 400 days, getting it out as soon as possible. In the next episode we will decorate more of the starter base and start with the drainage on the ocean monument. I really hope you enjoyed all of this so far. Leave some feedback in the comments and I'll catch you soon. Bye!